Bad weather after last week's election in Tuvalu has delayed travel to the capital for outer island MPs ahead of a prime ministerial election. Senior Electoral Officer Semi Malaki says official results released on Saturday saw 10 MPs return from the last parliament along with 6 newcomers. Malaki says ships are due to depart Funafuti this morning to collect MPs from other islands were not able to leave because of stormy weather. Koroi Hawkins spoke with Semi Malaki and began by asking him how last week's election went.
The election last week on Friday, we opened the polling station for polling at 8 and then we completed the polling at 4 in the afternoon. And soon after that, we continue with the counting. And once we finished with one island constituency, we published those results on the radio. And the last island to be counted finished around almost after 1 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. Actually, there were 10 MPs re-elected, and there's only 6 new candidates.
Just coming to the next steps now, what happens now in terms of the election of the Prime Minister and formation of government?
The election and appointment of the Prime Minister, it's in the Constitution under Schedule 2. To set out the detailed procedure for the election and appointment of the Prime Minister, which normally the Governor-General, as the representative of the head of state, issues notice to the members of Parliament, informing them of the date, time and place of the meeting for the election of the Prime Minister, as well as the deadline for submitting nominations.
Right, and as it stands right now, MPs are still in their constituencies, is that correct?
Yes, I think once they are all here, and then the Governor-General will issue the notice.
And what does it involve getting them to Funafuti? What needs to happen for that to bring them back?
We have a fleet of vessels here in Tuvalu that the Department of Marine has been scheduled to sail to the outer islands to pick up the elected members of Parliament and bring them to the main island here at Funafuti. And that hopefully by the end of this week they will be all been brought back from the outer islands. But we are trying to make sure that they'll be here this week.
What were some of the election issues that you saw people talking about or that people were thinking about in and during the election for Tuvaluans in Tuvalu?
Yeah, I think the major challenge that we faced during the polling day and prior to polling day is the general public, they don't understand the electoral processes and the provisions of the election laws and regulations. And for us, I think it's more to do with civic education, which is something that we at the election office here in Tuvalu will need to improve on that, because we here in Tuvalu, we don't have an election management body. The election will be conducted under the office of the Prime Minister, because election is in the portfolio of the Prime Minister. So when it comes to election, we who are working in the office of the Prime Minister, we do the management and the operation of the election. We leave our day job and engage ourselves in the. But since to the lack of staff within our office, we didn't have time to go out to the community to run civic education.